Hello guys, Susanna here. Now I am so excited. I've been chafing at the bit to present this gorgeous project to you. I initially was going to make it into a quilt, but I ended up framing him, and so in the videos that are preceding this, I will say my quilt and all that, and then by the end of it, I've turned it into their frames, and then I'm making a sashi, a bit for in the middle. Anyway, I've 90% done, so I'll just show you that what I've got. So this is my seasonal stitchery project. I will have the kits after this video. Link underneath. The kits are available on my Etsy store. They contain pretty much everything that you need, not the frames, but and each of my kits are usually around about the $30 to $35 mark. You get enough for all these four, plus the other thing underneath. It's going to be $120, but I mean, I know that's dear, so I want people to contact me if they want to do a payment plan, and then I'll send it off to them once the last payment is being paid. So if you want to do $30 every pay, I'm okay to do that, and I will put a full kit aside and keep it for you. I was thinking of maybe doing them individually, but I've got 25 kits and I don't want a summer to go and then I'm left with I need to sell them all as together as a kit. I don't want them to be independent and someone will just get one and not the others. So I've got 25 available. It's been a really long process, but I have thoroughly enjoyed every season that I've done. I just wanted to do this project because through COVID and personal stuff that's been happening in my life, with my oldest son, it's been pretty awful and pretty horrific, and I thought I've got to remind myself that I have to find the joy in each season. So this has been a real sort of personal journey for me, and very therapeutic to help me to get through this really hard time that we're going through. It's been very tough. So stitching is very therapeutic, and so I thought I wanted to take you along the journey. So I've got 25 of these full packs to go. The postage overseas will probably be approximately $30 to $35. I don't know, I'll just have to wait and see. So but it'll be, when you see this video, you'll see the link below, so of what everything costs and all that. So yeah, well, without further ado, I will just show you the bits and pieces. This is the summer, and I've got about 10 lots of videos up, and so summer has two parts. All of them have two parts except for spring. Spring was a bit more work, and I'll explain why. You get everything in the kits. I'll actually show you the kits, but I just love how it's turned out. The frames are 20 by 25 centimeters, so I just love it. It's got these yo-yos, and I got this from the quilt shop, and this is sort of vintagey stuff, and yeah, so I really love the design. And this is a little bit, you learn like different stitches, and I really love it. I love the little birds up there. So that's the summer one, and here's autumn. It's very 3D elements. Love it. They're just so beautiful. And then here is winter. See, when you do frame it, and I'll show you how you do the framing process, it doesn't have the glass in there because of the 3D element. It was beautiful. I really enjoyed doing all of them. Actually, every time I did one, I'm like, oh, I'm really enjoying this. I just loved every season. So that's what it was so appropriate. I just love seasons. This one has actually got 3 parts, and part 2 is part A and part B, because I got interrupted with a phone call, and I had to sort of attach on the last bit onto it. But it was a fair bit of work because you had to stitch. This is actually a vintage piece of fabric, and there's quite a bit of bits and pieces in there, and I love my little the little spider. I think it's really cute. So these are the finished projects. Then here are the kits, which I am going to put together, and this is the last bit that I'm going to be putting. The name of the thing is Find the Joy in Every Season. Hopefully you guys can see that. I haven't finished it. I'm still, like, I've just got this part together and I'm in the process of filming, but the filming will still be at the end. Like, for this is going to be at the end of July, so I thought I just needed to get them on the way. So this is using the colors and everything, and that's bits and pieces in the kit. So in the kit here, spring had sort of like a little bit less. See, you get, you know, you get buttons, you get thread, you get, you know, the background, you get everything. So in the spring one you get this, which is for the design for this, and in that you get this background fabric, and that which is this background fabric, that's that. You get this piece of fabric, and you also get this. Now I'll show you a technique on how to do hexagons. That's why these are there, that you keep it in, because this is actually quite firm interfacing. So, because the worst part of doing hexagons is actually taking the paper out, whereas this technique you don't have to take the paper out. You can leave the paper, like the backing, in. So that has got, that's, so it's like 4 kits. No, it's actually 5 kits, because this is a kit as well. But you don't get everything else. Like, you just have to find other bits and pieces, like this is vintage lace and all that. So this project is sort of like a standalone project, which is very similar to, this is what I did with Anne Brooke. Her project, it's sort of a bit like a, well, she's got it on her channel anyway, I don't know what she calls them. They hang on a one of these. Still yet to have it hanging on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the 4 summer, autumn, winter, spring, and then this is going to be hanging in the middle of it. So I will show you, because by the time the end process is done, this will be done and it will be hanging on my wall, and I will actually film of it finished and hanging on the wall. But I thought I needed to get it up and running and out of the way. So there you go. I can quickly show you. I'll just put this away. I do want to show you what is in the kits. So they all get a picture. See, on the back of it I've done, that's sort of like the pattern. So eventually when these are all gone and I do put PDF, I will have this will be the PDF, and also I'll give you a big printout of the picture. So my one, there's a lot of them, it worked out exactly that I had 25, and my one that I had to sew the last bit together. So here's the summer, and I've got a stitch line here, but all you guys don't have it, so I gave the best to you guys. So this is for the summer. So you get thread, not all the thread that will help put on the leaves. So this is actually batik, and I've even drawn out those for you. You get that. You actually cut off that bit and then you have it flat, but that'll be all explained. So you do get a fair bit in, you know, with buttons and even the stamens for there. So everything is explained in the video. So that's the summer one. I'm very excited about this beautiful thing. Just love it, love it. Now autumn, here we go. So that's the autumn. Once again, pattern on the back. It shows, and I've also got arrows pointing on, that's yo-yos, the wheat ear stitch, blah blah blah. But you also get instructions online. So I'll have a playlist. It's called Season Stitchery Tutorials. So in this one, you've got this, these, and I sort of laid it out, and these are my rusted fabrics. It's done on, put on this beautiful, so my handmade rusted fabrics that I've got, and that one is I put that extra because I had quite a bit. That's for these. So you get everything that you need to make it, except for you do need to buy some, you know, extra bits and pieces. Like I've got, what was that for? That was to have that down, but I explain it in the video. That's that bit there, so you'll see it. And even this is a that's for that. That's a stamp. And the way that I get around to, because sometimes, I mean, I've changed it, completely changed it. I've stitched over it and all that kind of stuff. So you can legally get it, have them in kits. But I just put it as, well, that's my gift to you. If you want to use that stamped thing, you can. But if you don't want to, you don't feel comfortable, just make a heap of mushrooms. I think that's all right. But it's completely changed it. So, but I you know, you pay for the rest, but you don't pay for that. That's a gift. So so that's the autumn. Winter, I just love the winter one. I really enjoyed it. Mine, once again, exactly 25 kits. Hang on a minute, I'll show you the other side. It's the winter. And you guys all get the big piece. I had to sew a piece on here and sew a piece on here extra, and it wasn't wide enough. This was to fit in, so you get everything there. I just had to, you know, make the lemons with lemonade with my lemons, and it's still worked out really well. Like you've got to do with what you've got to do, but it's because I wanted you guys to have the proper bits, and so I just had the leftover bits that were, so the winter and the summer have got bits and pieces. So, and I mean, I deliberately put them in there. You get buttons, and it's got little beads in that one. I like the white beads. This, when you get it, you just sort of tuff these up. It's got lots of these are vintage laces. This I got from my local quilt shop. These beautiful boutique leaves. That's what inspired me when I first designed these. So all my own design and inspiration. So it's been a bit of a long process coming. Just gorgeous, the little bumps and everything on there. So that's that one. And then the spring, which has a bit of everything in it. So that has, it has the 5th kit as well, in order to make that the actual saying. So and it has, which is that, and it also has this in there as well, the spring. So once again, this was actually a free stamp with a magazine, so I think that's okay. And if you're not comfortable using it, you don't have to. But this is actually from my vintage stash. It's absolutely beautiful, this fabric. So I used up pretty much everything. I don't think I've got anything of that left, which I don't mind, but it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous stash of stuff. So, and then I'll just put that underneath here like that. That goes down there, and then this goes underneath, which I'll probably put back in a minute. So there you go, guys. I have been quite disciplined, for me, not showing you and not putting stuff on Instagram of when I completed a block and all that kind of stuff. And so I'll be doing that now, once I've done that. So I just thought it was easiest putting it in there. So you don't get everything in that last one, but I thought you may need to make it personal for yourself, because it's my personal journey. So okay, so you got spring, winter, autumn and summer, and then the other piece that you have. So, okay guys, so go check out my YouTube channel and contact me regarding any questions about if you are wanting it. I'll keep it aside and you can do a payment plan. So I'm happy to do that, but I do need to keep all four of them together and send them off as one big thing, because it works out cheaper in postage that way anyway too. Okay guys, well thank you very much. I'm so excited and happy to be able to share this project with you. It's being a real labour of love, and I hope you can come on the journey with me. Thanks for watching, and go check out my Etsy. Bye.